Will it work? A new way to try to help campers move off Portland streets and into housing, and it involves offering landlords some big incentives.
So let's get to our Lisa Balick, who asked the new Multnomah County Chair some tough questions about her strategy today. Lisa, what did you find out?
Yeah, it's interesting, and I found out there's actually a fair amount of buy-in for trying something new, that's for sure. The plan is using $14 million of already collected tax dollars to initially get 300 people housed. But I found out that money may go a lot further with this concept.
The goal of this model is to connect people directly into housing and stop the shuffle of moving people from one location to another as they're living outside.
The focus of the new plan? Getting the homeless what they need, from ID cards to rent, to get into permanent housing. Outreach workers concentrating on one section of the city at a time, getting to know the campers there to help them make a move. I asked whether staying put, though, is an option.
They have a choice of options to do, and they will have to move at the end of that.
The goal is to start with 300 people living on the streets in the central city area, working to get them permanent housing, not just a shelter bed for the night. Pederson's plan is to use $14 million from the homeless services tax, using some of the money as a one-year rent guarantee to encourage landlords to provide housing. The city and county, along with service providers, would work together. I wanted to know why it won't turn into another sweep. I asked what if campers say they don't want to move off the property. How does it, though, prevent people just from moving somewhere else? In other words, not just a few blocks if somebody's keeping an eye on that section, but just moving to another area to camp.
The part of the effort of having this intensive outreach and establishing a by name list for the people that are being engaged is to make sure that we know what's happening with them, what they need, and where they're going.
It's a program modeled after one underway in Seattle, but the Seattle program has private money from big corporations as well. No plans for that here. I asked the head of Street Roots, the homeless advocacy group, their take on what's ahead. They're a supporter.
Once we give people really good options and we stay with them over time so that we're not just offering, a shelter bed in the worst moment of their life when they're being swept in their camp, but we're actually developing a relationship and making sure that they can move into an apartment and they can cook their own dinner, you're going to see really different results.
Now, meanwhile, the full county commission has to approve the plan, and that is expected. Meanwhile, I found out Vega Pederson is still holding off on putting any county money into the mayor's plan for those large mass camps, wanting to see a lot more proof, a lot more progress before putting any money into the pot.
Lisa, you raised an important issue that in Seattle, there's corporations and businesses that have partnered in there throwing in money. When I did the story in San Diego showing successful programs, the San Diego Padres, other big corporations were in on it. They had one shelter, no tax dollars. It was all from corporations. Maybe Portland needs to make a bigger effort with that.
I think they want to try this out, see if it works, and then go begging for dollars.
All right. Thanks, Lisa.